What's up, Guardians? Profane here. Thanks for checking out the video. Today we're counting down the top 10 most popular PvE weapons in Destiny 2 so far this year. We're just a few weeks into 2025, but thanks to usage data from Destiny Tracker and Charlemagne, we're able to see just what weapons players are using in their loadouts. The weapons in today's video top the charts in usage across the community in activities like Nightfall, Raids, Dungeon, and General PvE, and you might be surprised by one or two of these. Kicking off our list at number 10, we have the Vantage Point Pulse Rifle, an extremely versatile arc weapon that has great perk options like Jolting Feedback, Headseeker, Focused Fury, and One for All, which will make this a great option in any Crucible or PvE activity. When compared to all of the other exotic and legendary weapons that are available right now, the Vantage Point has been featured in over 1.2% of builds so far in 2025. Coming in at number 9, we have an old favorite, getting featured in over 1.4% of loadouts, the Sunshot. This exotic hand cannon never gets old, thanks to its extraordinary crowd clearing capabilities, and even at a time where solar abilities aren't getting buffed by an artifact, this weapon continues to deliver. Coming in at number 8 is the Aberrant Action. The solar rocket sidearm has been featured in over 1.44% of builds here in 2025. Rocket sidearms are one of the most powerful archetypes in Destiny, and with perk combinations like Heal Clip and Incandescent, the Aberrant Action can heal you and nearby allies as it wipes out big groups of enemies with Scorch and Ignitions. At number 7, getting used by 1.46% of the community, is the Edge Transit. It was once a meme, but now a contender. This grenade launcher saw a huge resurgence back in Into the Light, where it got updated perks that include Envious Assassin and Bait and Switch. That change made this grenade launcher the most used heavy weapon for several months throughout 2024, and here in 2025, it continues to deliver. At number 6, we have the Call. This is the second rocket sidearm on the list, and it's been featured in just over 1.5% of builds across the community. Like other rocket sidearms, the Call packs a punch. It's craftable and it's got great perk options that can include Slice, Hatchling, Lead from Gold, and Vorpal. But what makes this a better option over top of rocket sidearms like Aberrant Action and Indebted Kindness is that it fits into the kinetic slot, which can really open up your loadout options. And that's the exact reason that the Tenacious Mastery has moved into the number 5 spot. This is a stasis rocket sidearm, and it's just incredible. With Chill Clip, it can stun Overload and Unstoppable Champions, which is a feat that no other rocket sidearm can pull off. It's able to benefit from a lot of current artifact mods, which does give it a considerable advantage over top of other rocket sidearms, so it'll be interesting to see how this performs as we move further into the year. Tenacious Mastery slides past the Call by quite literally a nut hair, getting included in just over 1.55% of loadouts. Breaking into the top 4, we've got the VS Chill Inhibitor, which is in every way a new and improved version of the Edge Transit. This has been featured in over 2.34% of current loadouts here in 2025. Like the Tenacious Mastery, a lot of that has to do with current artifact mods. But all that aside, this grenade launcher absolutely crushes opponents. Since Bungie has made its God roll available to everyone, it's a much easier option to access, which I'm sure plays into its increased use. In the number 3 spot, we have another Vespers Host dungeon weapon, the VS Velocity Baton. This has been featured in over 2.56% of loadouts across the community, and for good reason. It's an impressive area denial grenade launcher that includes a lot of great perk combinations that will fit into several different playstyles. Personally, the combination of Demolitionist and Attrition Orbs has been my go-to option, but Destabilizing and Repulsor Brace is also a great option, but let us know what your favorite combinations are down below. We've made it to the final 2, and the runner-up, getting featured in 4.75% of all loadouts, is the Graviton Lance. This exotic pulse rifle has been a PvE powerhouse for years. It creates a ton of void explosions, it synergizes great with a lot of builds, and not just void. One of the most standout benefits is that it provides you with an overshield whenever you break the shields of your enemies. Even with Bungie changing this exotic back to 300 RPMs, it's still a commanding force, and it's going to continue to find its way into players' loadouts. And that leaves us with our number 1 most popular weapon so far here in 2025, and that is the Lost Signal Area Denial Grenade Launcher. This has been featured in over 5.7% of loadouts across the community. As dominating as the Wither Horde used to be, the Lost Signal is all that and a bag of chips. It launches out projectiles that damages targets over time, and when those enemies die, they create Vex pools, which will apply even more damage. It's got great perk options, and it fits into the kinetic slot, so it's able to fit into so many different builds and playstyles. But is that going to change later in the year, when the Lost Signal isn't receiving the benefits of artifact mods like Concussive Reload? Let us know your thoughts down below. And with that, we've now covered the top 10 most popular PvE weapons so far in 2025. But there is one weapon that we did not mention that deserves a special shout out, and that's the Slayer's Fang Exotic Shotgun, which has seen itself included in more than 2.53% of loadouts. But a lot of the usage from this weapon comes from the fact that it was just released, and players are still using it to complete triumphs, seasonal challenges, and catalyst objectives. But I think that this is still going to be a weapon that players fall back to a lot over the upcoming months, so I'm anxious to see how this weapon performs through the rest of the year. But for now, I'd love to hear your thoughts about these weapons and their use across the community. Let us know what you think down in the comments, and what your favorite weapons have been so far. Thank you as always for checking out the video. If you enjoyed and found it helpful, then be sure to hit that like button below, along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated, and both really do help support the channel. And until next time, Guardians, this has been Profane, wishing you all some happy hunting.